Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel. And if it's your first time, welcome. Once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers, my supporters, my subscribers, anyone that's tuned in to watch my videos, my readings out on YouTube. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you do is much appreciated and it does help the channel. And please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share if you enjoy this reading. Today's reading is an inner child healing reading and it's for the divine masculine or any men who have tuned in to watch this reading today. Okay, and you do not need to be on a spiritual soul, life path or journey to watch this reading is for anyone. If it's your first time you're tuning into this sort of reading, I'll just tell you what inner child healing is all about. Inner child healing means healing any form of childhood pain, rejection, loneliness, and abandonment we have experienced in the past during our childhood or childhood years, and then we can use whatever messages that we gain, okay, or any spiritual enlightenment to help us, okay, to realign ourselves, okay, and also to help us in terms of our spiritual or personal growth. All right, it's very important that we do that type of healing. All right, and even before I started the reading, okay, I was getting channeled messages from Michael Jackson, because if you have heard about him and you know his story, where he was very much traumatized about um his experiences, okay, with his father, okay, and so not only did he suffer um some form of a rejection, okay, from his father, okay, but also, all right, it also drove him to become somebody who was always driving to be perfect, and that's why a lot of people sometimes say that, oh, Michael Jackson, he was a perfectionist. But the reason for that is because as a child, okay, he was always pressured, and part of that was that he also felt that there was a need for him to always do things, in other words, to be perfect. But you see, at the end of the day, no one is perfect. So there's a difference here, um about trying to do the best to your ability, okay, without judgment. And if you, and in his case, all right, he was he the reason why he was like that, from what he was telling, he was the messages I was getting from him, okay, it was just like he was uh doing this was embedded in him, because he felt like if he didn't, even though he was an adult, okay, he just still felt that was just something that psychologically he just felt that he had to keep doing things over and over and over and over, because he was so conscious, okay, of what people would think, okay, about him as a person, and about whatever it is he wanted to create. So I think it's very, very important, all right, to highlight this. And that's what he wanted me to do as well, to say why it is so important. This is just one example why it's so important to do this type of healing. Okay, so now I wasn't going to include this deck, all right, but they wanted me to include it in this reading. It's called Raise Your Vibration, to help raise the frequency and vibration of this reading. But before I do that, I just want to say a prayer to Archangel Gabriel. And you can call on Archangel Gabriel if you are interested in working with the archangels. Okay, Archangel Gabriel is the archangel, okay, if you want to heal any inner child wounds, or if you are interested in doing any form of inner child healing work, okay. So I'm just going to call on her energy, okay, for this reading, just to help you, all right, as we do our inner child healing work. Okay, and it's an ongoing process. All right, it's something that we have to do. Okay, we don't have to do it every day, but it's just something that we should always remember to do. All right, as you go through life's journey. So, dear Archangel Gabriel, thank you for surrounding my inner child in your nurturing light and for helping it find peace. I take this opportunity to tell my inner child that it is safe and loved and that nothing can come between it and the love it deserves. As I nurture this divine and innocent part of myself, I heal my heart, I heal my soul, I open my mind, and am able to see with new eyes. I now reach out into the wonder of life, knowing Gabriel's light is guiding me, and so it is. All right. And if you also have a problem, okay, expressing yourself, um, or you have a problem with communicating effectively, then you can also call on Archangel Gabriel. All right. You can also like uh, pray to your spirit, your other members of your spiritual team as well, okay, including the ancestors as well as your higher power, or the divine, okay. And this prayer is from this book is called Angel Prayers and is by Carl Gray. All right. And please don't forget to check the description box for all the decks, crystals, books. Um, I'll be using for this reading today. And I said earlier that I'm going to be using this first deck, which is called Raise Your Vibration, just to help raise the frequency and vibration around this reading, okay? And whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? So let's see what card would. Just wanted to stick. Okay, they wanted me to select this card. Right. Okay. It says here, I am surrounded by angels. I am surrounded by angels. Okay, and I'm just going to read the message um in the booklet. Okay, let's see. Okay. When you pick this card, angels are drawing close to you. Through your actions, choices, and service, you have raised your vibration and created an energy that is magnetic to them. Be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm that you are in their light filled presence. Ultimately, angels reflect our own inner light back to us. They look at us through the eyes of unconditional love, seeing our purest potential and holding space for us to be at our brightest. When angels are close by, blessings are inevitable. So you may experience a deep flow of abundance at this time. Reach high as angels are opening up the doors to opportunity. The path you are walking is aligned to the highest good, and angels are here to hold you as you walk in light. Oh, this is such a beautiful message. Okay, so just remember that you can always call on the archangels and angels for help, assistance, Okay, and everyone has a guardian angel. Okay, all right. So we all have angels around us, even if we're not aware of it. And the vibe of the day, you could say out and believe it, angels are guiding me. Okay, angels are guiding me. All right, even if you're not on a spiritual or religious soul path or journey, all right, you do have god you do have guardian angel. Okay, and there are angels around you. Just need to be aware of them and call on them if you need to do any form of healing. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be using another deck. It's called Oracle of the Birds, and it's by Jean Rulan, just to see um what spirit bird or this to find out what energy uh they would like you to work with. All right, in regards to your inner child healing. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay, goes on to say peacock, perfection, recognize and live your beauty. So they want you to work with the energy of the peacock. All right, I'll just read a bit more on this bird before we start the inner child healing work. Okay. Okay, so it goes on to say the meaning of this card, the embodiment of paradise struts into your life. Reveal your very own beauty on the outside as well as the inside. Accept yourself fully. Your guilt and shame do not serve anyone. Present yourself in your full dignity and perfection. The time is ripe for paradise on earth. With dignity, bring the spirit of the new earth to your place. Peacock gives you charisma. Be aware of this energy and give it to the world. All right. And more meanings to this message. Okay, it says messenger of the gods. So it could be okay that you might be it could be an empath of angel. Okay, a prophet. All right. Someone doing spiritual work. It also symbol there's some more meanings. Okay, it's also symbol of power and beauty. Also, this represents the energy of Kuan Yin, who is a divine feminine and goddess. All right, the goddess of compassion is also associated with this bird. Also, the I should say Indian gods, so goddesses Shiva, Ganesha, and Saraswati. All right, the eye of the peacock feather reflects the eye of God, and it's from what I've learned. Okay, that the you can use the feather as a form of protection. All right, around your home. Okay, and it also represents the eye of the heart. Other meanings to this card, it says, live the beauty given to you by God, by the higher power. It could be he or she, okay? Because to me, God is non-gender, right? And it also represents resurrection, meaning spiritually, okay? Having being aware, being awakened, okay, internal loyalty, okay, being loyal to the divine, to your purpose, okay, especially if you're on a spiritual or soul life path journey, and infinity, okay, as well. Okay, and the affirmation for this message, it says here, I unfold my wheel of beauty fully and in my rhythm. Okay, so that's the affirmation for the peacock, okay, of working with the energy of the peacock. Okay, I'm going to start off the inner child work with this deck. It's called Inner Child Oracle and it's by Annalyn Aisling. And I'm going to select 3 cards from this deck. Okay, that one wanted to pop out. A lot wanted to pop out actually. Okay, so the 3 they wanted me to pick, all right, the first one, it says, get lost, fall deep into the realm of imagination. The second one, you can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it may feel. And then you got go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Okay, so I think this is a very important healing reading for some of you if you've never done that type of work before, okay, or type of healing before. All right, so I'm just going to read on the first card where it goes on about get lost. So let's see what that's all about. 15. Goes on to say, have you ever gotten lost in your travels only to find an unknown treasure along the way? A treasure that could only be found if you had not known your way? As adults, we pride ourselves on knowing the way we should go and following it. But as children, the way we felt we should go was always the way we found ourselves to already be. There is magic in these lost places, for only when we do not know the way are we open enough for something unexpected to find us. If you have pulled this card, then it might be time to allow yourself to get a little lost. All right, so so if you feel that this you resonate with this first message, so um i'm I'm just going to read a playfulness exercise that you can do to help you. It goes on to say, be open to new experiences and allow for the magic of imagination to pull you into its world. Let your intuition guide you in this practice. It could be through a new idea or new way of viewing the world. It could be through creating a new piece of artwork or by writing an untold story. Let your imagination run free and do what connects you to the wonderment of childhood, where anything is possible and the extraordinary lies just around the corner. Hmm. Okay. And then it goes on to say, note, if you would like to physically explore new places and surroundings, remember to do so with navigational guidance and a way to contact someone for help if you become lost. Okay, so it's just a something that you should be or should take into consideration, okay, when doing this exercise. Okay, and some of the questions is asking, okay, I think this is after you've done it. It says, how does it feel in your body when you think about the idea of being a little lost? Do you feel excitement or dread? Ask yourself why you might feel this way around the idea of being lost. Is there a way to release the desire to be in control around the unknown? All right. So these are the things, okay, the questions I would suggest. Okay, so things you could do and some questions that you can answer, okay, if you decide to do this exercise. So I'm just going to read on the second card, and it looks to me that the second card is very much linked to the first message, okay, where it goes on um, talking about that anything is possible, going into the unknown. All right. So let me just read more on the second card where it says you can do hard things. I think it's all about taking the leap of faith, going into the unknown, exploring new things. I think that's what it's all about. Being confident in yourself. All right. So let's see what this one has to say. Okay, it goes on to say here, um, there are many things in this life that we feel we cannot or shouldn't or should not have to do. It can be overwhelming to think about doing something that is hard, but in truth, many things we label as hard could be more appropriately labeled as simply time consuming or long. Sometimes not wanting to do all things can be reminiscent of mindsets we might have had in childhood when we never wanted to clean our room or do our homework. If you have pulled this card, then you might need to reassess what has been labeled as too hard. Okay. And the self-care exercise, all right, for the second message, if you it resonates with you in some way, take time today to think about the beliefs that might be holding you back. Are you putting yourself in a box about what you cannot or should not have to do? Sometimes choosing to push through the feelings of I do not want to do this because I do not feel like it can be quite beneficial. Note, always trust your intuition. Okay, that means your gut feeling or gut feeling when choosing which hard activities to do, and do not attempt anything unsafe to yourself or others. All right. Okay, so don't be, I mean, you can do this exercise, but what they're saying, okay, is to be careful about what you decide to do and make sure that whatever you do it safely. Okay. And also be aware of other people as well. Okay, that whatever you going to do is not going to affect someone or group of people. Okay. Now, some of the things or questions I should say that you could answer, okay, if you decide to do this exercise, it says, how do you feel after you have done a hard thing? Are you proud of yourself? Remember to highly praise yourself after doing this hard thing because you deserve it. All right. And to be honest with you, I could even I also want to just say, like it's I think everyone okay have experienced something like that in their lifetime, even probably now you might, because I remember when I was growing up as a child, I just found that maths was something very difficult. I could never get my head around it. But then as a result, okay, it creates some a block. And then when later on in my later life, okay, um whenever I had to do anything to do with figures, I just felt that, oh, I just felt a bit afraid, because that whatever that I had experienced as my child, it just was just brought forth to the surface. Okay, until one day, I just decided that I wanted to confront my fears, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do um a course, okay, in maths, and it just turned out that every time I did that subject, okay, later on in college, in university, even I even did like a course while I was working at that time, and you know what, I succeeded. It never, and in fact, I was much better than what I thought I was in that subject. So I think it's all about, like, as as mentioned in the book earlier, that sometimes because of what we've experienced as a child, it has created a psychological block, okay, that we are not good at something, or it could even block us from doing to exploring other things we are more probably good at. So it's all about having faith and removing that negative mindset, that we're not good, we are rubbish. It could be things that were told to us as a child, you know, and somehow we've carried this into our adulthood, thinking, and believing it, because when you keep hearing something negative, or somebody keeps saying something negative to you over and over and over again, it comes to a point where you're even going to believe, okay, even going to believe what this person is saying true, and then it just festers on. It just, or you might try to bury it all inside, and then it just festers until someone says something to you which is similar or the same thing, and then you just somehow just somehow lose control, because whatever they said, it just triggered, it just caused a trigger, and the reason why it's done that is because of something that was something that was buried inside you. Okay, so it's very important for us to heal whatever it is that has caused us pain, trauma in the past. Okay, or no matter how traumatic it may be. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to read on the last card where it says, "Go inward." Okay, it says it's time to connect with your inner child. Okay, one powerful way to connect with your inner child can be through visualization. This is the practice of seeing with your mind's eye, okay, which is the third eye. While your physical eyes are closed, this practice can be a bit tricky for some in the beginning. So if you have never tried working with visualization, do not worry if it is a slow process. You will get there in the end. Okay, so this one now is an awareness exercise, all right? So in this exercise, focus on allowing your inner child to come through your mind's eye. Find a quiet place where you can sit or lie down comfortably with minimal distractions. Once you are ready and your eyes are closed, Allow your focus to travel inward toward your center. As you allow your focus to drift inward, your inner child will slowly come to you. Once they do, let them be as they are, even if there are aspects of them that you would like to change. Embrace them, listen to whatever they might have to say, and shower them with love and affection. Note, if you are struggling to turn your focus within yourself, all right, then, and if you have this book, all right, it's suggesting, beware, becoming aware body scan exercise on page 11 can help guide you. So, I don't know, let me just see what page 11, because some of you, I guess most of you who are watching this or listen to this reading, you probably don't have this booklet. So let me see if there is anything here. It says page 11. Okay, so I think this is another exercise you can do where it says, in a comfortable place, close your eyes and bring your focus to your physical body. During this exercise, you may experience strong sensations in your body, no sensations in your body, or sensations that fall somewhere in between these extremes. All of these responses are normal. The purpose of this practice is to connect with your unique body. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the inside of your body. Imagine what the space inside of your head feels like, and imagine opening your eyes to the inside of your head and looking around. What do you see? How does your head feel? Now now that your gaze is focused inward to your body, take a few deep breaths, relaxing with each exhale. Practice bringing awareness once again to the top of your head. Does it feel heavy or light, tense or relaxed? Can you attribute any of the sensations to an emotion? Note how this area of your body feels and move downward, stopping at each area as you go along: the throat, shoulders, chest, arms, and so forth. Okay, and some of the things, or I should say, some of the questions you can ask, okay, in doing this. It says, what thoughts and sensations are coming to you after this practice? Is there anything that you feel you need to do for your body now? Okay, so I just wanted to read page 11 because obviously I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this or listen to this video, you are you don't have this deck, okay, the Inner Child deck by Amanda Lynn Aisling. But if you do, okay, then you can do this additional exercise, okay, on page 11. I think this is under, let me just see, okay, it's under the title, be aware, becoming aware, becoming aware. Okay, right. So I'm going to go back to this one where it says go inward. Okay, it's time to connect with your inner child. So if you do so if you do the awareness exercise, all right, you can after have done this exercise, there's a few questions. Okay, the booklet is have just want you to that answer if you can. Okay, it says here, what feelings arise for you when you talk with or visualize your inner child? Do you feel love and joy, apprehension, or anxiety? Ask yourself why you might feel this way. whenever you meet with your inner child. Okay, so these are the things that you could ask yourself after doing the awareness exercise. All right. Okay. All right. So I hope whatever messages that come is going to help you in some way, okay, in regards to healing your inner child. um so let's see what additional messages and um that your spiritual team would like you to consider. Okay, so I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Inner Child Oracle Cards, and this is by Empath Soul. Okay. Okay. So the first one, it says acceptance, and it goes on to say embrace acceptance and let go of resistance. It brings peace. It's all about accepting who you are, all right, and not uh worried about what other people think of you. It's all about being your authentic self. Okay, that's the most important thing, and this is what the life's journey should all be about, is being yourself. Okay, and by doing that, you embrace all of you, accepting who you are, loving yourself unconditionally. Okay, and remembering that you are loved, okay, by the divine, by the universe, by your spiritual team. Okay, the second one, it says self-care. This is also very important, and by practicing self-care is a way of proving, okay, or validating, okay, that we love ourselves. And it goes on to say prioritize your well-being, nurture yourself. Okay, and the third one is forgiveness. This is very, very important, and part of the healing process is to be able not only to the most important thing is to forgive yourself of whatever has happened in the past, all right, but in time you can pray to the Most High, pray to your team, your spiritual team, your higher power, to help you, to gain the strength, the inner strength, to help you let go of any pain, any trauma, and also to let go of grudges against anyone who have done you wrong, whether they have or not. All right? Because, and it goes on to say, forgiveness heals the soul. All right, so it's very, very important, all right, for us to do that. It's something I know a lot of people try and avoid doing. Okay, especially if you on the spiritual soul path, but you have to, and the Jesus of 2000 years ago. I'm not trying to preach to anyone, okay, and I'm not trying to force my beliefs on anyone here, but but I'm just saying, all right, that but if you're on a religious path or spiritual path, you will know, okay, that um that one of the things that Jesus said, the Jesus of 2000 years ago said, he says that if you want the most high, the higher power to forgive you, you need to have it within yourself to forgive other people, because if you don't, the most high is not going to forgive you. That's plain and simple. That's what he said. Okay? You cannot expect, if you do something wrong, you cannot expect for the most high to forgive you, but you're not able to forgive those who have done you wrong. It's just plain and simple, and it's actually written. Okay, if you have the scriptures, the Holy Bible, it's right there. It's written right there in the book of Matthew. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see what okay. If you are interested in crystals, okay, working with crystals, I'll just show you a few that you can use to help you um uh for your, or I should say, when you're doing your healing, your inner child healing work. And you can use these crystals as well if you're doing any form of inner soul healing work. Okay, and the first crystal I'd like to recommend, whether you on a spiritual life path journey or not, is Rose Quartz. Okay, it's a very beautiful crystal. It attracts love, joy, anything that is associated with love. All right, it's a very good crystal, and it also attracts more love, harmony, peace, joy, abundance. Is a very beautiful crystal to have, and I would say I would recommend this crystal to be the first crystal on your list. All right, now for other ones that you can use, all right, for um inner child, inner soul healing, okay, you could use this one is uh green adventuring, the green adventuring. um this one is called rhodonite. This one is Smithsonite. This is one is called Carnelian. This one is called Rhodoxarite. This one is called Peridot. Okay, so you can use these crystals, but please check the description box. All right, for the crystals for inner child, inner soul healing work. All right, and again, if you're interested in doing any form of soul retrieval work, okay, that means if for some reason, okay, you whatever it is that had happened in the past, that you feel that part of your soul was lost in that situation and you find it difficult to heal, to move on, I'd like to recommend these three. So you've got black onyx. This one is called tangerine quartz, and this one is called jet. And a few I'd like to show. All right, and this crystal is very good for men. This one is called Blue Lace Agate. Okay, it's just so if you've got any suppressed feelings or find it difficult to express how you feel, okay, about your thoughts, this is a very good crystal, and it's a very good crystal for the throat chakra, which is all about which is, is very much associated with our creativity, the way we communicate, and the way we express ourselves. All right, and then you've got rutilated quartz. This is a very good stone for like healing the past, helping you to remove um, any negativity, okay, which is around you, as well as and to help you to have a more to think more positively about yourself, and to help you to let go of the past. Okay. And what I might be doing, I might um put a list of crystals, okay, that you can use to help you heal regarding certain events, okay, that you may have suffered, okay, as a child, specific things, okay, like if you suffered any form of physical or mental abuse, sexual abuse, assault, um, emotional abuse. But I haven't, I've done the list, but I haven't yet um, sorted out which ones I'm gonna pick from that list, okay? But because there are lots of crystals. That's if you are interested in healing with crystals, or you want to know how certain crystals can help you, okay, during or while you do your healing work, all right. And I'll also put the names of two books published by the same author. If you just want to just know more about crystals, I'll put all that information in the description box. All right. So let's see what additional messages, okay, that the ancestors have for you today. So let's see. Okay, they wanted me to pick um I'll go with the two because I think they wanted me to pick these two. So the first one, okay, you have Athena, the goddess Athena is coming through. Okay, and also Hel, Hel, when it says okay, so at the bottom here, the message underneath the feed, it says wise decision. Okay, and then this one, it says Hell, end of a cycle. Okay, so maybe there might be something ending in your life, or I don't know, or you might be bringing something to an end, or you might be leaving something that no longer serves you behind. So let's see. Let's see. So I'm just going to just see what is Athena. So she's on 40, number 48. Okay, so the message from Athena is get clarity, seek guidance from trustworthy sources. Make a decision and trust it. This situation calls for clarity and wise counsel. Perhaps you've been listening to multiple opinions, conflicting information, or vague theories, ignoring your own inner wisdom. You're languishing in confusion and inaction. Self doubt is weakening your energy field, yet Athena is here to help you act with decisiveness and purpose. So maybe you might be in a situation where you're not sure what to do, or maybe you self doubt in yourself, or self-doubt in a situation, you don't know how to move forward. So you can call on Athena, the energy of Athena, the goddess Athena, to help you. Okay, it goes on to say, her with her gleaming sword of clarity, the goddess of wisdom lights up your spine and chakra points. She says, allow the energy from my sword to clear away unnecessary information or anything that's clouding your ability to think practically and wisely. Seek professional guidance and do research if necessary. Educate yourself about the matter at hand, and if you don't yet have enough knowledge or understanding about it. Lifelong learning is the key to true wisdom. Only the foolish think they have nothing left to learn. You can be an ambassador of education and keep gaining new skills until your last breath on the planet. I will help you to make an informed decision, and once you do that, the way ahead will be more miraculously clear. You feel calmer, more energized, and fully empowered. Okay, and additional meanings, okay, for this message here, wise decision. A fruitful path in education, study, research, or teaching is opening up. If you have important exams, assignments, or project deadlines, ask Athena to focus and guide you. Okay, it could be to do with a legal matter is divinely supported. Okay, or it, she's it could also mean, okay, learn a new craft or trade. Okay, and the invocation to work with Athena's energy, if you want to call on her, if you want to work with her energy, you could say, Athena, guide me with your practical wisdom. Help me to be focused and clear. All right. And, just as I said earlier, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So if you feel that you are stuck, you have you're doubting yourself or unable, I should say, to make a decision, you can call on the goddess Athena, all right, to help you. And I'm just going to read on this one, on this second card, where it says hell, end of a cycle. Just read this one. 75. Okay. Hell, end of a cycle. Release what no longer serves you. Prepare for transformation. Okay, so it's all about leaving the old behind so you can let go of the past, shed those skins, old skins, to purge all identities, patterns, and roles that no longer serve your highest good. Okay, okay, and the message here, it says the appearance of hell signifies that an experience has come to completion. Don't worry, hell doesn't bring portents of physical death. She represents two constraints in life, the dying of the old and rebirth of the new. Hell is a skilled spiritual midwife guiding you through a major transition. A part of your life is definitely coming to a close, and yet endings herald physical and spiritual renewal. Don't be afraid. You're you're preparing for transformation. You may go through a process of shredding or shedding skins to purge all identities, patterns, and roles. Perhaps your last child is about to leave home. Maybe you're approaching retirement from a job. A significant relationship could have ended, or you might be about to get married or become a parent. If you're very reluctant to embrace important change, it can make the transition prolonged and difficult. Hell understands that letting go of what was can be hard. Our tendency can be to cling to the familiar and to the past. But the next chapter of your life is arriving and it promises fresh, exciting experiences. Be open to what's coming next. Okay, and additional messages, okay, to this meaning or to this card. It says, view a rejection as a sign something better is coming. Say no to this request. I don't know what it is. Okay, maybe it's something that might be detrimental to you in some way. Okay, let go of a harmful habit or pattern. Okay, and also work as a soul midwife or end of life nurse. Okay, so it could be that maybe you're doing some form of counseling or thinking about doing that. Okay, and if you feel that you want to let go anything that doesn't serve your higher purpose, it could be a habit, it could be to do with connecting with people that doesn't serve your highest good or is just bringing you down all the time, or it could be something to do which is linked with your childhood, it could be to do with childhood trauma, pain. Okay, you can call on this energy as well, and you can, and the invocation to call on the energy of hell. You could say, I breathe deeply as one door closes and another opens. Okay, so the invocation for the last card, okay, you could say and believe it. I breathe deeply as one door closes and another opens. Okay. All right, so let's see. Right, so what I'm going to do, let me just clear out the table and just get some additional messages from the angels, the fairies. All right, so okay, so let's see what additional messages. Okay, for the divine masculine, masculine or any men who are listening or watching this reading at this time. Okay, so the three messages that's coming out for you, divine masculine, any men who are watching this reading. So the first one is Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups, and this is from Archangel Gabriel. And it goes on to say, make a choice, stop procrastinating or over analyzing, get clarity. Okay, so this message is very much in connection to the message that we got earlier, okay, from the goddess Athena, all right, on what you desire and move forward. Too many options, addiction. So I don't know. So this could be very much related to the message from the goddess Athena as well as hell. All right, and this is a message is coming from Archangel Gabriel. The second one, it goes on. It's this is from Archangel Jophiel. It goes on to say, so much to celebrate. So this is for some of you, okay, not for everybody. It's for some of you, okay. The second message, okay, is so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to your divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life. So these are the things that you might be experiencing, and what Jophiel is saying is that that we should always give gratitude to your higher power, to the divine, to the universe, whatever we receive, whatever blessings that we have in our life. And life itself is a gift, is a blessing in itself. Okay. Okay, and the third one is a Two of Cups. Okay, and this is from Archangel Raphael. It goes on to say, falling in love, okay, or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. So some of you might be going or meeting your partner, divine partner, or it could be a business relationship. Okay, it doesn't have to be always romantic. It also says forgiveness and the ending of challenges. So it could be a time of forgiveness. It could be also the ending of challenges that you may have faced in the past, or it could be something that you're about to, because tarot oracle readings is timeless. Okay, so it could be it could be something that's happened in the past. It could be something that you might be experiencing now or in the near or distant future. Also, it could be a time where you may be exchanging gifts. Okay, and it also says here, don't give up on people you love. All right, and this is from Archangel Raphael. All right. Okay, so let's see. Um, I'm going to be using the fairies deck and see what messages are coming out from the fairies. So let's see what's coming out. Okay, right. So the first one, it says manifestation. It goes on to say, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step one. Okay, so if you are thinking about bringing anything new into your life, what the fairies, okay, is suggesting that you write down whatever it is that you want to manifest, because that itself is it's almost like you are now starting to bring into the physical realm whatever it is that you want to create in this lifetime. Okay, the second one, it says moon energy. Okay, and this we are currently in the new moon in Aquarius. Okay, so I think this is why this card popped up. All right, it says moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So maybe you might need to take time out from your busy schedule, okay, to go within to do some form of meditation or to go out in nature, okay. And you can use this fairy, I guess, or moon, or you could call on the fairies, okay, to work with the energies of the moon, especially the new moon, because the new moon is all about uh ending of cycles, um new beginnings, okay. And then the last card that came out, it says, protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. So not everything that you are planning to do, you need to tell everyone. Okay, so there's certain things you can talk about, and some things is probably best to keep hidden until it's ready. All right. Okay, so let's okay, so what I'm going to do, let me just use, I'm just going to use this next deck. It's called Daily Crystals. If you are interested in working with crystals and see what um, additional crystal, okay, your spiritual team would like you to work with. Okay, they want you to work with moonstone. Okay, moonstone. Um, okay, and you can use well, as I've said earlier, okay, we are in the new moon in Aquarius. Okay, so in order to uh bring any, if you want to manifest anything or work with the energies of the moon, you can use moonstone. And it says live your purpose. So I'm just going to just read more on this crystal. If you are interested in working uh with crystals or with the energy of the moon. Okay, it goes on to say life is a journey. We each have a unique calling to find our own way along a path to a more purposeful life. It is time to discover a deeper meaning within yourself and ensure the actions you take and the choices you make are, in fact, intentionally and purposeful. How can you make a difference? What can you contribute? What is your legacy? Follow your heart as well as your conscience. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, you may feel at times as though you are getting closer to and then further from your true purpose. When you know you walk on the path towards your highest purpose, you will feel fulfilled and every day. Core questions that you can ask yourself, okay, in your spare time or when you have some quiet time for yourself. You could ask yourself, why am I here? What is my purpose on this planet? What would it feel like if I were living my highest purpose? Okay, and for this crystal, um, crystal action affirmation, you could say, I walk my path with purpose. I walk my path with purpose. Today, write down 3 things your life would look like if you were living your purpose. Then take action toward one or more of these values. Okay, so that's the message for this for um or in regards to the moonstone crystal. All right, next I'm just gonna just use this deck, okay, something that I made up myself. All right, and these verses, okay, are from the King James Version Bible. If you are, you know, on a religious path or spiritual path, or if you're just curious or you just need some divine guidance or additional spiritual guidance, okay, so I'm just going to just shuffle and see what comes out, and whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so the first, okay, let me just shuffle. Okay, so let me see what additional messages or Okay, so let's see what they are. Okay, so the first one that wanted to come out is, it's like if you are anxious, okay, and it's recommending Psalms 55 verse 22, Isaiah 41 verse 13, Matthew chapter 6 verse 25, 11, as well as chapter 28 verse 29, Philemon chapter 4 verses 6 and 7, and First Peter chapter 5 verse 7. If you are anxious about something, all right. Second one, it says justice in court cases. All right. So if you're going through a legal situation, you can read Psalm 4. Psalm 4. All right. And if you're grieving at this time, okay, you could read Psalm 119 verse 50, Psalm chapters, also verses 76 to 77, Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 15, Matthew chapter 5 verse 4, John chapter 16 verse 20 to 22, First Thessalonians chapter 4 verses 13 to 15, and Revelations chapter 21 verses 3 and 4. All right. All right. And to close off the reading, I'm just going to be using the last deck. I'm just going to be just selecting a few affirmations, okay? And I've said, as I've said earlier, okay, that I'll put all the names of the decks, crystals, books that was mentioned for this reading today. I'll put all their names in the description box, so please so I'm just going to shuffle and see what comes out, okay? To close off this reading. And this reading was for the divine masculine, okay? Masculine, any men who have tuned in. And this was an inner child healing reading, okay? So let's see. Okay, so the first one is, I have confidence in my skills. Okay, I have confidence in my skills. My day is a blessing and a gift that I will not waste. Okay. I trust my inner wisdom to guide me through my day. All right. Okay, so I hope whatever messages that came out, okay, I hope it will be useful in some way to help you with your inner child healing work. All right. And once again, if you did enjoy uh, listening or watching this reading today, okay, please don't forget, all right, to check the description box for all the decks, crystals, okay, books which I've mentioned if you are interested, all right, in reading for yourself or for others, or if you're interested in working with crystals. I'd like once again to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone who have left comments, okay, left messages, anything you did in the past, whatever you did or about to do now is much appreciated. And please, if you did enjoy watching or listening to this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.